What up, you guys? This is Shake and Bake. It's time for another story. We've got three stories. We got the wetsuit story, right? We've got the air. Oh, we got two. We got the wetsuit. We got the airborne ranger jumping the tree, and now number three. Now, I was gonna do number three was gonna be a prison story. Now I'm gonna leave it hanging right there. You're thinking, did Shake do time in a prison? What else? Could he work in a prison? What's going on? I got not only one prison story, I got a bunch. But this one I'm going to tell you eventually. Maybe it's number four. You're going to enjoy this one, trust me. So, but the reason I put the prison one on the back burner is I thought tomorrow's Mother's Day, right? So what better than to tell a story and maybe with some humor and also, to honor our mothers out there. So I got a story for you. And we're going to reel back the time clock. I'm going to do a little hand. Reel back the time clock. We're going way back in Shake and Bake's past here. And let's go back. Shake and Bake, right, is in the, second, third grade. I'm a youngster. I was pretty darn cute, too. I don't go by what you're seeing now. I was a little youngster, right? Now, I'm going to tell you my real name. The reason is it relates to the story. You got to hear, because it's part of it, okay? So my real name is, you ready? Is Bobby. I'm not going to tell you my last name. My first name is Bobby. Now, I'm a grown man. It should be Bob. But I got to be honest with you. I like Bobby. I don't know. Just something I like about it. And part of that is ever since I was a kid, right? I got this creative side of me. I always want to be this imagination doing stuff, kind of like my video channels. It's not just videos. It's you got to do something with it. What's the point of it, other than just playing a game, right? So I think of Bobby's World. It matches my name. It matches kind of who I am. So my name's Bobby, right? And I'm going to go by Bobby for this video. And you're going to hear why in a minute. So what I'm going to do is take you back. Bobby's like in the second, third grade, right? Still a little youngster, innocent, was a pure driven snow, like I still am now. And and basically, I'm scared of the dark. Now, I know some of you guys and gals out there may not admit that. I was scared of the dark. And so I would be laying in my bed, right? And, especially like on like rainy, windy nights, you start hearing things out there. And I start thinking, like my imagination, again, Bobby's World. Is that Bigfoot out there? What's outside what's going on? And before I know it, 5-10 minutes of this kind of thinking, I'd be in a cold sweat. My eyeballs would be popping out. I'd be freaked out. And so to cope with this trauma, right? I knew I couldn't go to my brothers or sisters because they just smacked me in the face and said, I was the littlest, right? The baby. So what I would do is I'd wait to hear until my dad was snoring, okay? And then I'd creep down the hallway and basically sneak to my parents' room. Now, before I tell you what I did then, I'll tell you about my dad. Now, my dad's old school. My dad is, grew up in Detroit, inner city Detroit, 2 tours in Vietnam, law enforcement. So the type, great dad on it, but hardcore, right? And so, he could just give you that look and you turn to stone out of fear. So you got to think of this. I'm scared. I was so scared in my room, but it overcame the fear of my dad. So I'd sneak down there once I heard the snoring. I get down there. I'd creep around the bed because my mom was on the far side. He was on the side towards the door, right? I'd crawl around. And I'd be like, psst, psst, Mom. Mom. Now, before I tell you anymore, my mom's a German lady, right? My dad's American. Mom's German. And I'm stereotyping, but the German women, especially my mom, all about the kids, taking care of your kids, the home, eating, essen, Bratwurst, Schnitzel, all of that, man. It's like you could eat 5 pounds of food. They're like, you're too skinny. I'm like, Mom, I weigh 500 pounds. So what are you talking about? So I'd get, psst, psst, and she would let me in the house. She'd lift the blanket up, and I'd go. And let me tell you, for Mother's Day, I don't know if some of you have experienced this, but when you're a little kid and there's something about your mother that sense of safety and warmth and love. Oh, man, let me tell you. Oh, no better feeling. For me, it was, right? I thought, man, the world was a perfect place when I'd crawl into those blankets. My mom would hold me. I thought, oh, yeah, except for the beast. I would call my dad the beast in this video because he was the beast. Except for the beast was, a foot away, snorting and farting. And, oh, God, I thought, Jesus, So this went a while. My dad, though, was getting frustrated because he found out later I was in there, right? And he'd be like, how long is he going to be coming in here till he's 18? The whole speech. I do that now as a dad. It's funny. And so he started to catch on to this, what was going on. So what happened is I would start to come down. He'd be like, you ain't coming in here. God damn it. So I had to improve on my tactics to get there. I'd wait for the snort, and then I went to a high crawl around my mom's side up into the bed until eventually I had to get to a low crawl. So you got to picture this. I'm low crawling through the house, down, and this take 20, 30 minutes. I mean, I was all into this. Past the bed, low crawling, and every couple side, I'd listen for the beast. I knew he was up there waiting to catch me, but even two tours in Vietnam wasn't going to help him. I'm crawling down there. This kind of prepped me for the Rangers, I think. Going in, I'd sneak around, come around. And it got to the point I was so advanced to this, and she was in tune with it, that I wouldn't have to do the psst, psst, it's Bobby. What I would do is I'd just crawl up under the blankets, and she would then, let me do my arm, she'd wrap my arm around, just welcome, boom. I'm in heaven. Safety in my mother's arms. I loved it. God, moms are great. So this goes on well. He's catching on. He knows the beast. He knows, man. That beast. God. So this goes on for so one night. I mean, it's an extremely stormy night. Branches are crashing. I'm imagining Bigfoot out there. And hold on a second, guys. A little orange juice here. Hey. Hold on. All right. So then I can sneak around. I'm crawling. I'm really into it this time. I'm really low, going through it. I come around the corner, get to the edge of the bed. I do what I normally do. We got this down pat. I inch up. And what I do is I turn my back to my mom as I inched in, and she just lifted a blanket up and then put her arm around me. Okay? So I inch in. I'm ready. I'm ready for the warmth, the love of the mother. Nothing better. Around comes that arm. I notice this arm is the most hideous thing I've ever seen in my life. I mean, this thing is a beast, like a drumstick covered in hair, right? And as soon as I realize the horror overcomes me, this beastly arm reaches and snags me. And the beast screams out, "Gotcha! Gotcha!" It was the beast. The beast was on my mom's side. I ejected from that bed. Like an F-14 pilot, F-15, whatever. They hit eject. That's how fast I ejected from the beast lair. Hit the floor running. Tears are flying out. I'm screaming bloody murder. Run to my room. Now, you want to hear the worst part about this? The part that has traumatized me up to this point in my life, that I probably should be going to have therapy or something, right? Is the laughter that erupted from that room, from my father, from the beast. Forget the beast, okay? That erupted was so loud. And this is the worst part. My mom was laughing too. I mean, just roaring, laughing. I don't think I talked to her for a week after that. And I never went back to that room. Never. I have been betrayed. I think I've been scarred. The beast, I think he may have influenced her, is what happened. But I'll tell you what, and again, this is with Mother's Day, there is no better feeling than the hug of a mother. Man, and I hope that story, if your mom's out there watching this, that when you get that hug, especially when you're a little kid, you get the hug from the mom, you're in there. It's the safest, wonderfulest feeling in the world. Loved it. And I thank my mom that she gave me that. And the beast, that bastard. Cheers, peace, guys. If you want to hear more stories, let me know below. You guys have been great about that. And prison stories coming next. And let me tell you something. If you want to hear about the prison life, I got some stories for you. So thanks for the subs. Thanks for likes. And if you could, share the video. And I wish you guys all the best. And moms too, happy Mother's Day.